Hola, hola everybody in YouTube. Hola, I'm here at Stinky's. We're gonna try this again with a little bit hopefully better light and location. I'm here with my friend Ulysses at Stinky Surf School, hanging out in the shade because it's really fucking hot today. Hola Ulysses! Yeah. Eating some mangoes. So the theme of the day, again, wanted to talk a little bit about dealing with crowds, and I'm going to try to turn around the video so you guys can see. Maybe I can't turn around the video. Okay, maybe I'm going to have to start another one. Let's see. What does that do? No idea. Anyway, we're here at Stinky's. We're here with Stinky Surf School, here with Marlon and Kuchi and Ulysses. And today is a perfect day for learning how to surf. Waves are kind of small, lots of little peelers out there, great for longboarding. And there's also a whole bunch of people. So that's kind of the theme of the day. How to deal with people. How to deal with people. I'm actually going to just turn this video around, and I think I'm going to just do a voiceover with you guys so you guys can see the ocean while I chit chat here. Okay, so that's a bit of a better view. So today, there's a lot going on, and wherever you might be in the world, your definition of crowded surf break might be a little bit different than mine. But here's like a good example. There's a bunch of people learning out there, and there's a whole bunch of people also near the shore break that are just swimming, boogie boarding, doing all sorts of stuff. So obstacles, which might be a little bit stressful if you're learning. But the main thing that I wanted to talk about is something that a lot of people I don't think mention, which is strategy. And I think it's really helpful to have a strategy, regardless if there are very little people or there's a lot of people. It's good to check in with yourself about a couple different things. One, checking in with the conditions, like what's it looking like, what are the waves like. So checking in with the condition of the ocean. That's strategy number one. Where do I want to sit out there? Where are all the people? Where are there less people? Where are the waves breaking? Where are they not breaking? Also, are there any spots that it's breaking really nice and no one's sitting there? Maybe there's like a little inside spot or a little spot that no one's really taking advantage of. So, strategy number one is read the ocean. Have a look overall. So what else? Strategy number two would be just to check in with yourself. What are you feeling? How are you feeling? Are you feeling strong? Are you feeling tired? Like, what's your own confidence level and energy level? And, fitting where you're at with where the ocean's at, then making a decision about how you're feeling and where you want to put yourself. For me, for example, if I'm feeling a little bit tired, or if I'm not feeling super confident, maybe I'm not going to put myself right in the mix with everyone at the peak and, try to battle it out. Like, that's not going to be a very good time for me, and I'm just going to end up really frustrated. So really just checking in with yourself is super important. And the third piece, which is, I think, one of the most important things that not a lot of people talk about, and this took me a few years to figure out, or for this idea to maybe occur to me. So I just wanted to voice it to you in this little video. But reading the waves and reading yourself is one thing, but then reading other people, reading the crowd. So this is where I feel like it's important to sit on the beach and actually look out, not just at what the ocean's doing, but notice what the people are doing. Like, are there a lot of people catching waves? Sometimes there's a lot of people sitting out there, but there's only one or two people actually catching waves and surfing. So who are those people? Where are they sitting? Where are they at? What's the vibe? There can be lots of different factors. So reading and assessing, are the people catching waves? Are they in a longboard? Or is everyone this is the other thing about reading people, is a lot of times people have this like herd mentality when it comes to going out. They'll just see a bunch of people at the peak or at one spot, and so you just paddle there automatically. that is not necessarily the best strategy, because just because there's a bunch of people there doesn't mean that's necessarily the best spot where you want to be. So I just had a ton of people in the frame there, so I thought I would bring you guys a little bit closer to the ocean and give you a little bit of a different, closer perspective to the waves. Maybe wet my feet a little bit, get a sunburn. So, what else can we just think about, or what else do I guess really, what am I looking for when I'm reading people? There's a few things I'm looking for, and I think this is really important to talk about it, not just in terms of a crowd management and like catching more waves perspective, but also from a safety perspective. When I'm looking at people, I'm looking at, are they catching waves? So are they just paddling for waves and they actually aren't catching them? Also, you know, based on how they're surfing, are they a beginner? Are they an intermediate? Do they know how to control their board? Like, this stuff's super important, because for my own safety, I want to really make sure that I'm not going to put myself in a position where I'm going to be in front of someone who's learning. And so this is, you know, a tip for if you are someone who is learning, to be conscientious of that. And you might choose, you know, you might go to a place of going back to the first two pieces that I talked about, which were assessing your own like status and capabilities and skill levels and state of being, and then assessing the ocean. So if it's small, you know, maybe it's okay to be out with a bunch of other people, but maybe if it's a bit bigger, you might want to find a spot where you're away from people, where you have no worries, and maybe catch some whitewater waves and just practice catching whitewater waves. That way you can practice a lot of the fundamentals of surfing. You can practice, you know, seated turns. There's a whole bunch of things you can do by just, you know, as well, you avoid the crowd that way too, right? So there's always something that you can do to match what you want to get out of your session, and also, you know, keeping yourself safe and kind of keeping it to appropriate to your skill level as well, right? So this is a place for, we all need to learn how to assess not just our own abilities, but other people's abilities. So for those of us who maybe are more an advanced beginner, intermediate, or advanced surfers, like, the other thing I wanted to ask you guys is, what are some of the strategies that you guys use in the crowd? And I'm going to talk about confidence and owning your space in another video, because that's another piece. But the thing that I just really wanted to touch on in this video is just to start thinking about, what's your overall strategy? What's your overall strategy? Where are the people? Where are the places where you can put yourself, where you can really take advantage of the conditions? And how can you kind of actually really take advantage of what's there and what's given to you? There's always going to be spots that no one else really notices. You know, I'm going to say like the inside, sometimes you can get these nice little reforms. There's lots of different potentials and spots. I hope these pieces have given you something to work with. Thinking about a strategy. Do you have a current strategy? That's my question. Please answer in the comments. What are some of the things that you do? What are some of the things that work for you? And I hope to see you in the next video. So ciao for now, everyone. Let me know in the comments. Oh yeah, and I always forget to say this, but if you enjoyed these videos and material, please like, subscribe, and share the love. Also, if you have any questions or comments, or things or topics that you want covered, let me know in the comments. Okay? Ciao.